I'm not irresponsible. I care about my conference. I have been measured. I have given this time. I have given warning after warning after warning. And that's why we don't have to rush. We can do it next week. Mike Johnson can do some really, he can pray about it, think about it all weekend, do the right thing and resign, giving our conference time to elect a new leader, a new speaker of the House.
She's responsible, she says. Marjorie Greene providing very little evidence towards that. But I like everything that she said right there, as she promised that coming up in about a week, she is going to try to eject Mike Johnson from his role as Speaker of the House. I would like to note a couple things that she did there. I love that she mocked the idea of praying. Did you notice that? Was that for me? Like, I know I'm an atheist, but doesn't she pretend to be a Christian? Like, he could pray about it if he wants to. You know, that stupid thing Christians believe or whatever. That was nice, Marjorie. Thank you for that. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Listen, in order for the Damage Report to keep on going, we need viewers like you to become a member on YouTube. Can you click the join button on YouTube today? Thank you. And I love the idea that how can you pitch her as being irresponsible when she has given multiple warnings about the crazy thing that she's going to do? I'm sorry, Marge, but that's not how it works. If I just go in the middle of a mall every day at noon and declare that soon I'm gonna poop, like, that's still irresponsible. It's still super weird. I don't care if you warn me for 3 days or for a full week. You're still a weirdo, okay? Now, the weird thing that you're doing is damaging the Republican Party. So it's no sweat off my back or whatever the expression is. You keep doing that, but we're going to recognize how insane you are, even if the target of your insanity is not the Democratic side. The issue for her is that she can keep warning and she can have her timeline of next week, but it doesn't seem as if it's going to work. House Democrats have already announced that if and when she tries to oust Speaker Mike Johnson, they are probably going to save him. Now, she greeted that with a little bit of an overtop statement, I think. She says, now we have Hakeem Jeffries and the Democrats coming out, embracing Mike Johnson with a warm hug and a big, wet, sloppy kiss. And they are ready. They have endorsed him. They are ready to support him as Speaker. They want to keep it going, keep the band together. Why? Because Mike Johnson is giving them everything they want. Look, I don't know the weird thing about having to make everything she disagrees with sexual and or gay. I don't understand why small-minded people think that way, but that's what she does. And they're not saving Mike Johnson because he gives them everything they want. Him being there is probably preferable to whatever would replace him. And I don't know what that would be. She doesn't seem to know what that would be either. But also, Democrats have this weird thing where they technically like it when government can function a bit. Now, I know that that's not a priority for Marjorie Greene, but wanting the government to function by having a speaker rather than having the House descend into chaos in the months between now and the presidential election does not mean that he gave them everything they wanted. He literally killed the bipartisan border security bill. How quickly she moves on from that. But Sharon, what do you make of this fight?
Well, I think that number one, he can stay as long as he's mostly a good boy, whatever that means, given the dynamic here. Marjorie Taylor Greene is somebody who is basically like Donald Trump. Like you said, she's announcing it. She then goes through with it. She doesn't care. She actually said she likes him behind the scenes. What does she do to people she doesn't like? Oh, she chases them down the hallway like AOC. But this is a circus, and that's exactly what she wants. Unless the checks stop and the government grinds to a halt and our seniors can't, buy food or house themselves or get medical treatments because everything just ceases, then she's not happy. She's not happy. And you're right about the sloppy kiss too. I don't need to hear any more about this. I don't need to hear any more about bodily fluids and people doing what they do. We just want things to function a little bit.
Yeah, and just as an aside, why is it that when you're on the right, anything that the government's gonna do that you don't like is being forced down your throat? There are other metaphors in the English language. It's a big language. It's drawn from a variety of different linguistic traditions. There are other metaphors for something happening that you don't like other than something being forced down your throat. I know that you like making it about that, and also there's a side of kind of projecting about one of your worst fears and or interests. But it doesn't need to be a part of politics is what I would say. So can we move on from that metaphor? Thanks for watching our video. Did you know that you can support our show by becoming a subscriber? Just click the subscribe button and also ring the bell so that you get notifications when we're live or when we post new content.